Hello Anarchy fans, I'm Prismatic and welcome to my series of Avas history class. Today we're going to be covering the history of a group known as Prism Group, better known under the name Prism.inc. So stick around because this is going to be a fun one. Chapter 1, Humble Beginnings. Prism.inc was originally just a two-man duo formed by players Prismatic and Melonmush. They weren't the most popular duo on the server. However, towards the start of their journey, they would ally and shortly cut ties with a group known as the PvP. The reasoning behind the two groups cutting ties is due to the PvP leaking the cords to what is now known as Prism.1 to a popular and powerful player known as Digital Blaze, leader and founder of rival group DigiCorp. The two would then move to Prism.2, in which they would abandon, which leads us into our next chapter of this story. Chapter 2, Socially Engineered. After ditching Prism.2, they moved to Prism.3, where they would then build their most impressive base as a duo. However, this base met a short end when a player known as Squid had contacted Prismatic about how quote-unquote cool they were for not taking shit from anybody. This then led to a friendship between the two. However, little did Prismatic know, she had leaked the base coordinates to a well-known and respected player known as Game Night 444. Who would then shortly after grief the base, leaving nothing behind. Now at the end of Prism.3, that would lead us to our longest chapter of the story. Chapter 3, A Feeling of Guilt. Shortly after the griefing of Prism.3, the duo would move to what is now one of the group's most successful bases, Prism.4, where the duo would then invite Squid to join them, forming a trio. However, there was one condition that Squid put in place for her to join. She was to be joining alongside her friend Synthwave Bruh. The duo agreed to this condition, and about 2 days later, Prism.inc was officially a group. Squid had brought many building materials to the base with her, where she would then bring up the idea of a big airship build she'd always wanted to do on the server. This is also right around the time two new players would join the group as well, known as Sandwich and Nitro. Shortly after, the group of now 6 people would start construction on the airship. They had their coordinates leaked to a rival group leader, which would spiral us into our next chapter. Chapter 4, The Great Disband. Now that the location to their base had gone public due to this group leader, the group had disbanded due to this, leaving 3 players, Prismatic, Squid, and Synthwave Bro, to form an unnamed trio, which would shortly disband a month later. This would leave Prismatic alone to wander the server, with both Synthwave Bro and Squid either quitting the server or slowly becoming less active, which inevitably would happen to Prismatic. Now that the group disbanded, the only person left would be Melonmush, who would slowly become less active. However, the group would soon reform bigger and better than ever. Chapter 5, The Reform. With the new year approaching, Prismatic decided to come back to the server, and to their surprise, Nitro was still an active player, alongside Melonmush. Fast forward to New Year's Day, Prismatic posted this image in the Avas Discord server, which causes some old members to want to reform Prism.inc, which Prismatic agreed to. Now it was just Prismatic, Melonmush, and Nitro, and a new member, and also a high-profile player, Matopus. As the days went on, Prismatic would invite some more high-profile players to the group. Some examples include Game Night 444, Arcubic, Mayorofavas, Suki-kun, and Gulan. The group would rebuild Prism.4 together, shortly after moving to their current base, Prism.5, where they would see the return of Squid. Along with their return to the group, they would see some new members joining the group, including Remy, Senior Quill, Cornpop6, and Nathan Ant. Chapter 6, Success. Now that the group has grown to its size, they've become respected map artists and builders, with a little fast-building replica of the ISS and the Bismarck. Game Night 444 building a complex redstone sorting system. Prismatic building statues to honor Synthwave Ryan Squid. Along with this, starting a project known as Prism City, in which the whole group is helping. Well, yeah, I guess that's it for the video. I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one. My Discord will be linked in the description. My socials will be there too. I guess like, subscribe, have a nice day.